This is part two. So we've still got this PCB here, which is the action input PCB. Now this input PCB I'm going to send you requires like a 12 volt input, sorry, a 5 volt input. How to trigger these inputs, you can just short you can short this pin here, this 5 volt, with this one here. I think this one here. Connect that red one. Yeah, hold on, I might be able to do it for you. Connect that red one to here, and that will VCC trigger this PIC chip. Now, this is equivalent of holding the button down. Okay, so this will stay high. It'll assume that, you know, oh, it's going high, there's a button being pushed. So, or you could put a button, if you want, between this, and then that'll trigger that 5 volt input. So basically, if I remove that. So back to the setup. These PIC chips here all require a standard 5 volt input. But this PCB here, which I'm about to assemble, has a TTL input, can accept TTL input. This one here can accept a CMOS input. This one here can input a low 3 volt input. And I'm not sure about this last one, but the four of them are pretty much the same chip, the same PIC chip as all these, except this second PCB can connect all the different types of sensors directly up to it, and these boards have extra circuitry. It's like version 3, and these will process all those TTL and CMOS signals, and then, you know, give those actions of this PIC chip, you know, momentarily latching the timer, all these actions that can apply it to all these sensors. So this is the second board, but you won't be able to connect sensors straight up to this one that I'm giving you. Reason is that all the inputs of these sensors have all different requirements. So you know, they all have different. So one thing I wanted to show you is that in the final system, for example, a walk-in sensor. So you walk in the house, motion sensor sends the signal to here, it's processed, goes high, this PIC chip goes high. What I want to do is add another process to this before your wireless sensor sends it. Okay, so what we're going to do is join this countdown timer here after this PIC chip. So this PIC chip here, this output here, right, connects to the power of this chip. Okay, so that what that means is that someone walks in the room, sends a sensor high. This has a timer on it that says keep this circuit active for 10 minutes. That's high for 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes we've got counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that, you know, you can now say someone's walked in the room 4 minutes ago, or someone's walked in the room 8 minutes ago. But on top of that, what we can do is we can say after the 10 minutes is up, and after someone's been in the room 10 minutes, that's when we connect this LED here, this number 10 LED here. We connect this to your input, and then we send it wirelessly. So the receiving board is only going to go high after that 10th LED lights up, and then it sends a signal to the board, and it says, oh, someone was in that room not a minute ago, not 5 minutes ago, someone was in that room 10 minutes ago, let's send this one high. So there's an extra logic behind, this is just the extra logic that builds on top of this logic. Okay, so once again we can daisy chain these SMS and countdown to do really like crazy things, crazy logic in relation to timing of issues, and how people want to sort of interact with the technology is sort of limitless. So basically you've got, you know, your sort of options of TTL type input here, PIC12F, or you can just have your standard ones that accept just a VCC 5 volt. So there's two different types of input boards. Then you've got this countdown or the SMS timer, and then you've got your board in the middle, which is sort of your sending board here. Then you've got your receiving board here, which then sends these 5 volt or, you know, these chips, I think there's a TTL type thing and all that sort of stuff that can come into these, but I prefer to leave that like a VCC 5 volt, and then this connects through to here. So yeah, that's the really basic outline. Hope I haven't wasted too much of your time, but I just thought I'd explain to you where I'm at with it before I start sending stuff to you, so you don't go, uh-huh. Alright, see ya, bye.